Hello and welcome to TA for Traders. It is Thursday the 7th of September. I'm Nigel Croft. In this video we'll be looking at the charts on the Nikkei-225. The code I use in TradingView is JP225 USD. What you'll see is that the 200-day moving average is still rising. We're clinging to that support, but we're losing momentum. Let's look at the charts. Okay, so here we have the daily on the Nikkei. So as usual, each candle represents 1 day's trade. And you can see that this 200-day moving average, which is the red line, is still moving upwards, but we are below it. But it's still giving support, but we're just clinging to that support at the moment. You can see that on the week of the 18th of August, we held the 200-day for 4 days, then did have a rally, but that soon petered out. And the dominant factor now does seem to be these downtrending 20 and 50-day moving averages. So keep your eye on that 200-day. Is it going to start rolling over? Are we going to fall substantially from it? If we do fall, there's key supports at 19.3 and then at the low of the 29th of August, which was about just above 19.050, 19.057 I think it was. So if we do pull away from the 200-day to the downside, expect those supports to be tested, and then that would confirm the creation of a downtrend and a negative scenario on the Nikkei. To the upside, we need to break initially the resistance from the 20-day moving average, and then there's the other resistance at 19,750, and then the 50 days at 19,810. On momentum, it's going a bit sideways, but it is below 50, so there is negative momentum. Be aware of that. That would accelerate if we did test that support at 19.3. The MACD are virtually flatlining, but they are below zero. On the weekly chart, here you can see actually the moving averages are not so bad. They're all moving up, which is good. We have fallen below the 20-week, but it's still rising, so it's still giving support. And we did bounce last week on that low on the 29th of August, very close to the 50-week moving average. On this weekly, if we could get back above the 20-week, which is at 19,804, then you could see further upside with the resistance at 20,000 tested. I mean, really, the picture on the weekly isn't as actually bad as it is on the daily. We broke the trend, we had a flag, we've had another break up. This is just another flag, and we could be getting ready for the next rise, so be aware of that. But again, there's negative momentum. The RSI is 47.61, and it's also in a downtrend. Likewise, the MACD are in a downtrend, although they are still above zero, but they are diverging with the short term below the longer term. On the shorter term chart, this is the 4 hour, and obviously as you'd expect, the moving averages are all moving down here. We did have a bearish cross as the 20 crossed the 50. That was on the yesterday, 6th of September. So that's a bearish sign. We also bounced up towards the 20 and 50 yesterday, but to no avail, and we're back below them. So this chart is indicative that we are going to test this 19.3 and the 19.057 support. MACD are flat lining but below zero. Keep an eye on those. The differential is narrowing, and the RSI is back below 50, 45.46, but like the daily, isn't actually indicative of that much negative momentum. It's not in a downtrend. Looking at the support and resistance levels, resistance at 19.5, just above at the 20-day, and then the 200 from the 4 hour, 19.687. with supports, as I said, 19,300 and 19,057. Thanks for watching this video on the Nikkei. The key takeaways should be that it's clinging to that support of the 200-day. Negative momentum is becoming a concern, so I couldn't fit becoming in there, so keep an eye on that. Watch carefully for a breakdown. That 19.3 level is the first key support, and there is resistance on any rally. What I didn't add there is actually the weekly doesn't look as bad, but keep your eye on the daily and the 4 hour, because they're going to determine the certainly the short-term outlook for this market. And that support at 19.3 is seen as the first key support. Please remember, the videos I do on YouTube are for information only, and they're not meant as an investment recommendation.